Lancashire's own international funster, comedy entertainer himself, Alex-Leroy.
Smile on my face for the whole human race, and it's almost like being in love. Yes, there's a smile on my face, it's for you and the whole human race, and it's almost like being in love. All the music of life seems to be like a bell, like a ring ding ding for me. And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I could swear I was falling, swear I was falling. It's almost like I'm being in love. Yeah! Well, here we are, we're all gathered, ready for a spot of fun, for old and young, without the slightest sign of vulgarity. And if you believe that, you can clap sawdust. Enjoying yourself, love? Good. Don't worry, I'll soon put a stop to that. Oh. Here we go now. Whoa! All the music of life seems to be like a bell, like a ring ding ding for me. Key change. And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to boom, I could swear I was falling, swear I was falling. It's almost like I've been in love. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, you're so kind. Do you know, there's nothing I like better when I come on stage than a lukewarm reception. Well, no, it's what you get used to, but it's with an act like this. By the way, before we go any further, I would like to say thank you to the two people that was talking to me in the foyer. That's posh. Bloody porch where we live, but it's a foyer on it. And there was commenting actually on the suit. By the way, if you like it, you can get them in white. Would you like it? Yeah. I'll tell you what attracted me to it, the way it goes in. Do you like the way it goes in, eh? If business doesn't get any better, it's going in again tomorrow. No, Uncle will be pleased. Oh yeah, no, I was very fortunate, mind you. I mean, I didn't have that much money on me when I went to buy it. It's not made to measure, you know, it's off the peg. But the price was right. £1 down and a change of address. Mind you, the fella in front of me, ooh, what a latest fashion, that guy. I saw him part with the money. £575 he paid out. He'd had made to measure, 3 fittings. And that was only for the inside leg, 3 fittings. I said, that's a lot of money. Oh, I thought, that assistant's doing well here, a lot of commission here. He said, sir, you're going to be proud of this. I thought, I must have a look. So, you know, there it was, a real wooden suit. Oh, no, love, not one of them on trestles. No, I mean, you know, suit, but sort of special, real mahogany. Beautiful. Well, I thought to myself at the time, I can just see him down the centre of town. No more fly fronts, all swing doors. Oh, yes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if I may, I'd like to point out, right at the start of this I Stedford, right? Well, this is not so much an act. Oh, no, well, you'll find that out. It's more of an experience, really. God, well, let's face it, you're sat out there, you don't know what I'm going to do, do you? And I'm up here and I've no bloody idea. No, I'm very fortunate because I don't have to do this for a living. Now you say, you didn't know that, did you? I don't have to do this for a living. No. My mother's got a good job. She's a road sweeper. Mind you, between me and you, I think she's well in with the foreman. Because she's home early every night to make me dad's tea. Yes. What's the name of that road now she's sweet? The M62. But it's true, she's home early every night to do my dad's tea. In fact, the foreman lets her leave an hour and a half before anybody else. And I found out why. Because he's letting her sweep the fast lane. Oh, yes. By the way, talking of cars, talking to cars, I nearly didn't get here on time, you know. Oh, Benny. Well, no, you see, I've been appearing in Birmingham. And I thought, I'm not going back motorway, you know, I don't, because it's busy. I'll go the back roads. So I set off, and it was then I noticed my petrol gauge was sticking a bit. I thought, well, I can't be, you know, don't want to be late. So I thought, I'll keep my eyes open for a garage. And I found one in a little back street. I thought, that'll do. So I pulled in. I said to the attendant, excuse me, I said, would you fill the car up with 4-star? He said, certainly, sir. And would you like to take advantage of our special offer while you're here? I said, special offer, little back street garage? Oh, he said, yes. He said, it's for one day only, it's free of charge, for one day only. He said, you can go into that little room over there, help yourself to a complimentary coffee. And when you come out, we'll have completely Simonised your car. I thought, free of charge, I'm having some of that. So I went into this little room, had a lovely complimentary coffee, beautiful. Then I came out to collect the car. Well, it was then that I discovered I was in a Jewish garage. They'd only gone and cut 2 inches off the exhaust. No, you see, love, Simonised is when you have your car polished. Circumstances being what they are, you didn't get that, did you? Well, I don't blame you. I've been doing that gag 18 months and I don't get it. Actually, what I thought I'd do, ladies and gentlemen, in this little spot, I thought it'd be rather nice to go back to 1954. Now, the reason I've chosen 1954 was the year that I turned professional. You didn't think I was 24, did you? And that was the year I actually did turn pro. And I worked with some marvellous acting. I mean, there's a lady in the audience here, her husband, wonderful person he was, stage manager, did all the Bernard Delfonts, all the big stuff, you know, all the classy stuff. And what's he finish up doing? Me. Civic. Starve we did. But truthfully, I thought we'd go back to 1954, and what I'm going to do, I'd like to take 2 of the great names of the times, right? One that I had the pleasure of working with and grew very friendly of, the other who lives in the north, and the other person I never got to meet, but was a marvellous act nevertheless. So from down south, I've taken Max Miller, the cheeky chappie. Do you remember Max? Do you remember him?
Yes.
You're older than you look, aren't you, love? And a little bit nearer home, I had the pleasure in 1959 of appearing with somebody nobody could get on with. I must be the only one, and there's a lady in the audience who will vouch for this, I must be the only one in the profession that ever did get on with it. That was our own Olde Baker. So I've taken those 2 characters, put them together with something else that you don't see today. Because when I joined the profession, every variety bill had a wonderful, you probably remember some of you, a wonderful comedy mime act on every bill. Do you remember them? Used to dress up marvellous, which you don't see anymore. So I thought, we'll take those, put them together under one title. The title I've chosen is Strictly Off the Record.
That short the girls are thing. I'm giving all my other girls the shot. I'm doing all I can for her, she's only 17. I sing this to her when I'm making love. Josie, Josie, Josephine, I'll be on a pony and if you will be my king. When I gaze at you, your lovely eyes are blue, I want to do the things my mother told me not to do. Josie, 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 Josephine, let me show you what I mean. I'll take you out on moonlight nights and by the Abbey ruin. Place my arms around your waist until I stop my wooing. I'll never let my right hand know what my left hand is doing. Because I love you, Josephine. Josie, Josephine, I'll be on a pony and if you will be my king. When I gaze at you, your lovely eyes are blue, I want to Josie, Josie, Josie Blue, let me show you what I mean. You say you cannot sleep at night, your brain is no sensation. Say the word and marry me, and I'll be your salvation. I'll take your whole except the bed, and stop your night starvation.
Don't stop. I'm just getting used to it. Just had a thought, what day is it? It's Saturday, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I must do my lottery ticket. Oh, I've done it religiously, you know, since it started. Oh, I'm mad with money, me, I've got less £1 a week. What? Since it started, never won anything, man. Like my friend, he's never won anything, but he's mad. £20 a week he spends on lottery tickets. £20 a week, never won a thing. Well, not until a fortnight ago. And he won this money. I felt sorry for him, because he had to share. 6 numbers, had to share. He only got £2.5 million. Oh, well, you would feel sorry. He went home, he said to his dad, he said, I've won, he said, 2.5 million quid. His dad said, I'm very pleased for you, son. What are you going to do with all that money? He said, well, I think I'll give you £1 for a start, Dad. He said, what are you going to do with what's left? He said, well, I've thought about it. He said, I thought I might, you know, have a nice bungalow built down south in its own grounds. Then I might buy a nice Rolls Royce with a chauffeur. And possibly, you know, nothing too ostentatious, just a nice small yacht for the weekends. And then I thought I'd take a leisurely cruise round the world. Oh. He said, by the way, Dad, he said, what are you going to do with your £1? He said, well, I think I'll marry your mother. He said, hey, hang on, Dad. You know what that makes me, don't you? He said, yes, I do. And you're a mean one as well. Oh, well, that's kids for you, innit? You know, there you go. Man, I'm lucky. I like kids. Oh, I do, I like kids. I can't eat a whole one, but not in one sitting, you know. No, well, I had to like kids. I had no choice. I went to school with them. Oh, yes. Don't mind, we had some tourists at our school. Him that sat next to me, he got us all sent home. And I wouldn't mind. It wasn't maths, it was swimming, wasn't it? Oh, yes, we're in there in the baths. Do you remember when they used to have the attendant with the cap on and the whistle, eh? He said to him, out! The lad said, who? Never mind who, you know, out. He said, what for? I've done it. He said, I won't tell you, get out. Go on, home, go on, the lot of it, out. He said, I don't know what I've done. He said, you know very well what you've done, I saw you. You were piddling in the water, weren't you? He said, come on, he said. Everybody tiddles in the water. He said, I know, but not off the diving board. Out! Oh, yes. Well, that's kids, isn't it? Hey, talking to kids, if you can picture the scene, a little boy and a little girl, 4 years of age, just got out of the bath, and they've got a towel around them, and as you know, kids at that age, 4, they get a bit peevish. So the little boy turned to the little girl and he said, hey, you, I've got a brand new garage and some Tonka toys and you can't play with them, so The little girl said, well, don't care because I've got a new doll's house and some Cindy dolls and Barbie dolls and you can't play with them, so The little boy said, well, I've got a three-wheeler bike. The little girl says, well, I've got a two-wheeler bike with stabilisers. The little boy was getting fed up with this, so he dropped his towel. He said, I've got one of them. The little girl wasn't being outdone, she dropped her towel. She said, well, I've got one of them. And my mummy says, as long as I've got one of them, I can have as many of them as I like. Oh, you're a lovely crowd. Well, to finish this little spot off, I'm going to sing at you now. I don't know why, because you've done nothing to upset me, have you really? I'm going back again to 1954. Now, the reason I'm going back to 1954 to finish off is very, very special, because right at the charts, right at the top of the charts those days, there was a song, it stayed there for weeks. Now, in 1954, as I told you before, that was the year that I started in the profession. And that year, my first year as a professional performer with a chauffeur, not chauffeur, you're joking, I was on the bus, with a chaperone and so on and so forth. That was the year that we had a lot of resting time. Now, by resting, that means we were out to work. Nothing changes, does it? And no, it was during 1954 anyway, one of my days I wasn't working, I was taking, my father had to go down to London to do a board, because he was a civil servant, you know. Oh, he makes the best bloody cup of tea in here with me, Dad. And no, as soon as I'm pushing this pram. So, anyway, I went down there with him, you see, so he took me to the London Palladium, right, and we're out in the gods, you know. And on the bill, topping the bill, was a gentleman who is still one of our greats. He's 82 years old now, and he's just finished filming. I'll give you a clue, see if you know what I mean. If I was to say to you, Mr. Grimsdale? Of course, dear old Norman Wisdom. And the number he had in the charts at that particular time was, of course, perfect for any comic. Don't laugh at me because I'm a fool. I'm fortunate to know one of the leading song arrangers in this country, and he's done me a marvellous orchestration. I hope you like it. Ladies and gentlemen, don't laugh at me because I'm a fool.
I'm not good looking. I'm not too smart. I may be foolish, but I've got a heart. I love to see the children playing in the sun. When I try to love the girls, they laugh at me and run. 2, 3, 4. Don't laugh at me, 'cause I'm a fool. Yes, I know it's true. Yes, I'm a fool. No one seems to care. I'd give the world to share my life with someone who really loves me. I see them all falling in love. My lucky star shines up above. Someday, maybe, my star will shine on me. So don't laugh at me, 'cause I'm a fool. Someday, maybe, my star will shine on me. So don't laugh at me, 'cause I'm a fool.